and Donald Trump vying for momentum.
The most pressing issue that we've heard from voters all week has been the border, followed closely by the economy. We are currently at the biggest polling station in the state, and it is very, very busy. People coming in and out.
Fox's Madison Allworth in Bedford. The Real Clear Politics polling average shows Donald Trump with a near 20-point lead over Haley in New Hampshire. The former South Carolina governor vowing to fight on regardless of tonight's outcome, telling Fox News.
No, I don't get out if I lose today. I mean, first of all, again, I'm going to say this. We've had 56,000 people vote for Donald Trump, and you're going to say that's what the country wants? That's not what the country wants.
The next contest is in South Carolina. America is listening to Fox News.
Feeling trapped with that old phone? Don't.
The following is a presentation of WGAA Sports.
Cedartown High School basketball.
He dunks it! Lays it up. Got it! Three-pointer try. Yes! Cedartown wins!
It's time for Cedartown High School Bulldogs basketball. Right here on WGAA 106.1 FM and AM 1340. Broadcasting online at WGAAradio.com and streaming on the TuneIn Radio app and Facebook Live. And now, let's head down to courtside for today's action.
Welcome into Cedartown High School basketball on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network, the Big AA. Happy to have you along with us here. From the Doghouse is the Cedartown Lady Bulldogs at 7-11 face the 10-7 Northwest Whitfield Bruins. Along with Sam Branch, Andrew Carter. Glad to be back home, Sam.
Yes, we are. Glad to be back in the Doghouse, back in region play. Of course, Cedartown picking up a region win on the road. Now they have won a region game here at home, as well as on the road. They're going to try to go for number 3 here at the Doghouse on Tuesday night.
We'll see how they do as the Lady Bulldogs will be jumping at the line. We'll give you those lineups as we go, and Sam Branch to tell you all about it.
Thank you, Andrew Carter. Marion Barrow will go to the center circle for the Lady Dogs. She will be joined by number 3, Kennedy Baker for Northwest. Cedartown starting their normal 5. It'll be Barrow, Boozer, Barclay, Bussey, and Pace. The opening tip will go to Barclay, who gets it over to Pace, and just like that, the Lady Dogs are on the board. The layup is good from Kendall Pace, 2-0. Cedartown wearing their home white uniforms with red letters, red numbers trimmed in black, and Northwest wearing their road blues with orange letters and number trimmed in orange, and then some orange and white stripes down the side. The inbounds pass will go to number 25, it looks like. 23, Lexi Lyon. Top of the key with it. She's going to work back to her right side. It'll be Sloan Pender. Now they'll work it down low. Shot is up, and it is no good. And the rebound is grabbed by Anna Kate Bussey. Bussey will give it up to Barclay. Barclay's going to bring it up near side for the Lady Dogs. Now working back to the middle of the floor. Right side is Boozer. Boozer will bounce it back outside to Barclay. Left side now to Pace. Now to the corner to Barrow. She's going to fire a high arcing 3, and it is long, no good. And that is going to be a shot clock violation. It did not draw iron.
That was a very quick shot clock.
Yes, it was.
I wonder if that shot clock was malfunctioning, because I'm pretty sure that we had plenty of time to make that shot.
We should have. And we will see what the officials are going to say. They got together, and they're going to come to the scores table. We'll give you a quick rundown of Northwest lineup while they do that. It'll be number 3, Kennedy Baker, number 5, Sloan Pender, number 23, Kaylee Gimby, number 25, Lexi Lyon, and number 34, Libby Lee. And Cedartown will get the ball back. So an inbounds pass will go to Marion Barrow, who's in the paint, and that little 3-foot floater is good from Barrow, and it's already 4-0. Lady Dogs on top, number 23, Kaylee Gimby with it over to the right side. She'll give it up to Pender. Pender working off the wing. Going to go back to the middle to Lexi Lyon. Lyon at the top of the key. She's going to go to the right side back to Pender. Now they'll go out to the top. Top of the key is Kaylee Gimby with it. She will back things up to the Cedartown logo. Now working to her left. Now back to the right. They'll go to Sloan Pender with it. Pender, top of the key. Left side now, Lexi Lyon into the corner. They're going to go to Gimby. Gimby will come back outside, top of the key. Now they're going to try to work it in the paint, and a steal by Pace. Pace is going to run ahead. Left side layup is good. Kendall Pace 4 points on the night, a 6-0 run, and the Lady Dogs have an early lead. 6.5 minutes left to play here in the opening period.
How about this hot start by the Lady Bulldogs so far? I tell you what, looking great early.
Gibby on the left side to Lexi Lyon. Lyon trying to work around traffic, has to go to the right side to Pender. Pender's going to fire a three. That's off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound taken by Pace. Pace will go ahead to Barclay. Barclay on the near side. Goes back outside to Pace, now working it back to the middle of the floor. A lot of physical contact, nothing called. Marion Barrow fires a three, and it's off the back of the iron. No good. Loose ball still on the ground. Lyon has a hand on it, as well as Anna Kate Bussey, and that is a tie-up. It'll be a jump ball in favor of Northwest. So the Lady Bruins will get it back here with just under 6 minutes left to play.
Lady Bruins wearing blue and orange road jerseys. Lady Bulldogs in their home whites.
Left side, Lexi Lyon. Lyon on the wing now, top of the key. It'll be Kennedy Baker. Now back to Lyon. Lyon will go to the corner now to Libby Lee. Libby Lee will work it back outside. They'll go to the top side to Sloan Pender. Pender will go to her right. They'll give it up to Gimby. Gimby will go right back to Pender. Pender working off that left side. Boozer playing tough defense. The Bulldog freshman forcing it. And another steal by Kendall Pace. And then we've got a jump ball called as Pace lost the handle on it, and a Bruin defender was able to get a hand on it. So that is a jump ball in favor of Cedartown. Lady Dogs basketball right at midcourt. Anna Kate Bussey will inbound it. They will go to Barclay in the backcourt. Barclay will get the call from Coach Green. Now to the left side, they will go to Boozer. Boozer on the wing, back to the top of the key to Bussey. Bussey will go to Pace. Pace on the wing, left side. Now back to the right side into Marion Barrow. Barrow will go to Barclay. Barclay back to Boozer. Boozer top of the key. Going to work around a defender to the right side to Bussey. Bussey now back to the top of the key. Now they're going to work it down to the baseline, and it is thrown away. They were trying to get it to Kinsley Boozer on the baseline cut, but it is just out of her grabs, and it is a Northwest turnover basketball. It'll be Gimby with it, top of the key. She's going to go to the right side. Sloan Pender with it now. Back to the top of the key to Lexi Lyon. Lyon back to Pender. Cedartown playing tough defense. Already with a couple of steals. Fake the three, brought it down. They go back to Pender. Pender will back it out and reset the offense from the top of the key. Baker comes to the right side. Now she's going to try to work into the paint. Now they'll go to the left side, and it's going to be Lyon. Now they'll work it down onto the baseline. The shot is up, and it is good off the glass. 6-2. Now Northwest will go straight into that full court press, and a turnover almost immediately. The shot is up, and it is good. Second chance shots taken by Northwest. Over the right side, we'll cut it across. Half court, it's Boozer. One-on-one, the freshman. The shot is up, no good, but the rebound and the putback, no good as well, and it is going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Northwest. It'll be Cedartown basketball.
I'll tell you, Kinsley Boozer had a couple of opportunities there. She's, of course, as she gets older, she'll get more of those shots. There's a three-pointer up and no good.
That was from Haven Barclay out of bounds, and that will be Northwest basketball. So just like that, after a 6-0 run by the Lady Dogs, Northwest comes back and scores, and then scores again off of a inbound pass turnover, and it's a 2-point game with just under 4 minutes left to play. It'll be Gimby at the top of the key. Left side will go to Kennedy Baker. Baker's now going to put it down, drive the paint, and she will draw the foul and go to the free throw line to shoot two. We'll give you one guess on who committed the foul.
Anna Kate Bussey.
Ding, ding, ding. You are correct.
You know, her dad was sitting right next to me at the game at Southeast Whitfield, and he kind of made that joke. We were talking about it, how it seems like every single foul is on 24.
Typically, it's on 24 or 22, it seems like, here lately. First free throw attempt is up, and it is no good from Kennedy Baker. Baker accounting for all 4 of Northwest points so far. Barrow comes out as Asia Ware checks into the game. And the second free throw attempt is no good, and Pace comes away with the rebound, pushing it up the floor. She'll go to Boozer on the right side. The layup off the glass is no good, but she gets her own rebound. The putback, oh, no good, but she will go to the free throw line to shoot two. Missed who the foul was on for.
As did I.
Northwest, but it will send the freshman Kinsley Boozer to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Boozer takes a couple of dribbles, comes set, the shot is on the way, and it is off the front of the iron. No good. A couple of subs checking in for Northwest. It's going to be number 44, Beckley Manning, and also number 11, Lindsey Harris. Boozer will get set for her second free throw attempt. It is up, and it is no good off the side of the iron. The rebound taken by Northwest. They're going to push it up the floor. Oh, we got caught. Oh, she didn't get called for the double, even though it happened right there at midcourt. But they lose it down low, and Kinsley Boozer comes away with it. She gives it to Bussey. Bussey will go back to Boozer. Boozer across the timeline. Goes to the left side to Asia Ware. Ware with it on the wing. Now to the right side, top of the key. Back to Ware, left side. Back to Boozer. Boozer to Barclay. Barclay on the right wing. Now the baseline to Bussey. They tried to give it up to Kendall Pace, and it is knocked out of bounds, but it was last touched by a Cedartown Lady Dogs. It'll be Northwest basketball with 3:17 left to play here in period number 1. Kaylee Gimby with it will bring it across the timeline for Northwest. Top of the key. Going to go to the left side now to Kennedy Baker. Baker will go back to Pender. Pender, top of the key, going to fire one from straight away. That's short, well short, and it is out of bounds. It'll be a turnover, Cedartown basketball. Northwest going into a full court press defense now as they try to get it to Asia Ware, and they just overran it. And it's out of bounds off the fingertips of Ware. The last time Cedartown committed a turnover off of an inbound pass, Northwest scored with it. We'll see if the Lady Bruins are able to convert here or if the Lady Dogs can make a defensive stand. Top of the key. Now to the left side, it's going to be Manning. Manning back to the top of the key to Gimby. Gimby to the left side. They're going to go to Harris. Harris will go back to Baker. Baker now going to drive the paint. Oh, and she lost it, and the travel called. A turnover and a good stand there by the Lady Dogs defense. Now we got to be able to inbound the ball.
Yeah, the press has been our weak spot all season long, Sam. We'll see if we're able to break it. Oh, and there's a foul right away, number 3 for them. Kennedy Baker just reached in there right on the face and hit Pace.
Yeah, Kendall got one to the eye.
The team fouls are kind of off on the scoreboard up there. It says
Way
there's
off.
7 for Cedartown. There's definitely not that. They're trying to fix that now.
Both teams playing fairly clean right now, Andrew. We have 1 team foul and Northwest
2.
with 2, right.
Yeah,
so now they'll get it set. Inbound pass went to Ware. Ware got it to Boozer. Boozer trying to work out of the double team. They try to go to Ware, and it's just way over her head. So we will have to turn it right back over to Northwest and go back on defense. Inbounds pass is going to go to number 5. Sloan Pender. Pender gives it right back to Gimby. Gimby to the left side in the corner. They will go to the outside to Harris. Harris is going to drive. Now she'll give that to Baker. Baker's going to fire 3 off the front of the iron. No good. And it's a loose ball picked up by Asia Ware. Ware will get it to Pace. Pace has her pocket picked. She wasn't paying attention, and the defender just came right around her and took it off of her hands. And it is going to be off of Baker's foot. Out of bounds, so it'll be Cedartown basketball.
It's a fortunate call there. They're going to press every inbounds pass they can. Man coverage on the inbounds.
It'll be Pace. Pace is going to get it to Boozer. Boozer will get it to Barclay, and we break the press. Now Barclay on the other end, and the charge called, and that was the right call. I hate to say it.
I'm afraid so. Yeah, Barclay turned. Whether or not she meant to do it or not, she put full on hit on the defender there, and they'll call that every time.
The inbounds pass is going to go to number 5, Sloan Pender. Pender will bring it across the timeline, top of the key, and Barclay tried to jump that route. Disrupted it for a moment, but Northwest is able to get it back. They will go back to the top of the key to Pender. Pender going to try to work it into the lane. The shot is up, and it is no good. Rebound taken by number 44, Manning. Manning lost it to Bussey. Bussey will give it to Boozer. Boozer's going to go ahead. It's going to be 3-on-1. Boozer all by herself, and it is knocked away by Northwest. It'll be Cedartown basketball. Taryn Golden has checked into the game, and Haven Barclay will come out.
Talking to Taryn's mother, we've been pronouncing her name wrong all season long, and she was so gracious. She was very happy with our coverage this year, but we'll get it right now, Sam.
You got that right. Baker with the steal off the inbounds pass, takes it all the way down, went up for the layup, and it was blocked, and then it goes out of bounds off of Baker, so it'll go back to Cedartown. So you've heard of the series of unfortunate events. This has been a night so far of series of fortunate events for Cedartown. This game should be a very different score. That inbounds pass again is stolen, and they get Bussey on the foul this time, though. Anna Kate, unfortunately, was just leaning on her the whole way, so she will pick up her second foul of the night.
Yeah, I'm afraid there's no question about that foul.
Kennedy Baker will go to the free throw line for the second time in this low-scoring first period of play. It is still 6-4 with Cedartown leading. First free throw attempt on the way from Baker, and it is good. Call it 6-5 now. We're going to take a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. We will be back after this 30-second break here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
6-5 your score. A quick 30-second timeout between free throws. Cedartown leads by 1. Kennedy Baker trying to tie it up from the charity stripe. Second free throw attempt is up, and it is off the back of the iron. No good, strong, but she gets her own rebound as it's tipped away, and then Manning off the baseline, and they're going to say that she stepped out of bounds. Cedartown basketball. Chastity Washington has checked into the game for the Lady Dogs. Lexi Lyon will check back in for Northwest, and we're going to take another timeout on the floor, so we'll take it with them. We'll be back after this break here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Live Wire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Live Wire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Live Wire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and price to sell. Live Wire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
A 1-point lead for the Cedartown Lady Dogs coming off of a quick 30-second timeout. 6-5 your score. 1:24 left to play here in the first. Inbounds pass will go to Marion Barrow. Barrow's going to give it to Golden, but it is taken away. And quickly, Lexi Lyon with it on the other end goes to Manning. Manning working off the baseline, high off the glass, no good. Rebound taken by Asia Ware. They tie it up. Barrow to Boozer. Boozer will bring it across the timeline for the Lady Dogs. Over to the right side to Golden. Golden's going to step into a 3, and it is good from Taryn Golden. She extends the lead back out by 4. 9-5 your score. Lady Dogs on top, left side. They'll work it down to Manning on the baseline. The shot is up, and it is no good, but she was fouled, and she will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
They're going to get Asia Ware on the foul, her first. So with 52 seconds to go in the first quarter, Northwest Whitfield will go to the charity stripe to try to eat into this lead.
Beckley Manning to the free throw line for the first time tonight. The first free throw attempt is up, and it is good. This is Northwest's third trip to the free throw line here in this first period of play. That is only their second made free throw, though, of the 3 trips. Second one on the way, and that one is good as well. 9-7 the score. 2-point lead for the Lady Dogs. Inbounds pass goes to Marion Barrow. Barrow will go to Ware. Ware back to Barrow. Barrow's going to go to Barclay. Now Barclay will push it up the floor for the Lady Dogs. She'll bring it across the timeline, goes around a defender. Now she's going to kick out to Golden. Golden on the right side will kick back to Barclay. Barclay works it over to Asia Ware. Ware to Pace. Pace on the left side. Now to Barrow. Barrow on the wing. They'll go back to Barclay. Barclay back to the middle of the floor. They go over to Kendall Pace. Pace with it on the right side. They'll go back to Golden.
Shot clock's at 7.
Golden to Barrow.
4.
Down to 4.
3,
Ware.
2, 1.
Just not aware of that shot clock, even though it sounded like the Cedartown fans were trying to tell them to do something with it.
And the team's got to do that. You know, they're going to have to pay attention to that. And if one of their own teammates is not paying attention, you got to make her pay attention. You got to make her aware of it.
Left side to Lexi Lyon. Lyon back to the top of the key to Pender. Pender over to the left side now to Baker. Baker in the corner back to Pender. Pender back to Baker. Baker back to Pender. They want a 3, and it is tipped and blocked by Kendall Pace. We will go to the second period of play with a 2-point lead. 9-7 your score. We'll be back on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671, located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Make the right play. Go to Peach State Ford in Cedartown today.
Rush to Peach State Ford in Cedartown. Peach State Ford has a championship lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Peach State Ford is now open in your backyard.
Peach State Ford is proud to be part of your local community. Whether you're waiting for your vehicle to get serviced, picking up a part for your vehicle, or stopping by to check out a new vehicle for yourself, Peach State Ford offers a wide range of amenities to enhance your experience. Peach State Ford in Cedartown, 2076 Rockmart Highway, 770-748-3673.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Tuesday night high school hoops here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network. 9-7, good guys here from the Doghouse. Northwest will have it to start the second period of play. It is going to be Sloan Pender with it. Left side, she will go to Harris. Harris top of the key. Kind of thought about a three, but then pulled it down. Now they'll work it to the right side into the corner. Back to the top of the key to Lexi Lyon. Lyon goes into the paint with it. The shot is up, and it is good from number 33, Mia Triana.
They have tied the ball game up 9-9.
Haven Barclay right at the Bulldog logo. Goes to the left side to Marion Barrow. Barrow on the wing. Tries to give it to Asia Ware. Pass was long, but Boozer is there to clean it up. Now they'll go back to Barrow. Barrow on the wing. Back to the left side to Pace. Pace is just going to drive the lane. The kick out to Boozer now. Boozer drives the lane. The floater, and no good. Rebound taken by Lexi Lyon. Right side. Pender with it. Top of the key now. They'll swing it around, work it around the circle, and they're going to get Asia Ware on a bad foul there.
Yeah, it was. Her second foul. That's the first team foul of this period. 7:06 to play here in the first half. And we're all tied up 9-9.
Lindsey Harris was trying to just take it down the baseline, and Ware just grabbed her arm. Inbounds pass. Now they'll work it to the outside. Knocked away by Chastity Washington. Picked up by Triana. Triana, the layup is good. And that is I believe, the first lead for Northwest all night.
It is.
11-9. Left side, they go to Golden. Golden's going to fire a three, and it is long, but the rebound by Pace. The shot by Boozer, it is no good. Rebound tracked down by Haven Barclay. Barclay with it now. Over to the right side is Boozer. Her shot was off of its mark.
That's forced out of bounds right there by Kendall Pace. It'll stay with the Lady Bruins with 6:34 to play. They'll have the ball after the Lady Dogs failed to score on that possession.
Inbounds pass goes to Sloan Pender. Pender right at the Bulldog logo across the timeline. Going to go to the left side now. They will go to Gimby. Gimby will go back to the top of the key into Harris. Harris almost has it knocked away by Barclay, and then Chastity Washington with the steal.
Right there and intercepted.
And that was because of the good defense of Barclay. And then they get a double dribble called on Washington on the other end of the floor, and so it'll be a turnover, and Washington and Golden will come out. Bussey will check back in, as well as Barclay, I believe, was also out. So you got your original starting five back on the floor for the Lady Dogs. Lexi Line working off of that near side. Almost has it knocked away, but she's able to get it back. Lindsey Harris with it. They go back to Lyons. Lyons now going to drive. Oh, what a pass into Triana. But the shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Anna Kate Bussey. Bussey to Barclay. Barclay to Barrow. The three. Good. Marion Barrow with the three from the corner. And the Lady Dogs are back on top.
Pass was deflected out of bounds from Lexi Lyon by Haven Barclay. And as you said, Sam, Lady Bulldogs reclaim the lead after that three-pointer, a big one right there.
12-11 your score. Inbounds pass will go into Pender. Pender will go back to Lyons with it. Now they try to go back to Pender, but it's thrown away. But Gimby is there to pick it up. Now she's going to go top of the key. Now to Lyon. Lyons back things out, go to the left side. They go to Baker. Baker back to Lyons. Lyons going to try to work around Pace. Has to go back outside to Baker. Baker to Pender. Left side to Gimby. Now they'll work it to Triana. Now they go to Baker, who got lost, but the shot is blocked out of bounds by Kendall Pace.
How about Kendall Pace? She wasn't where she was supposed to be defensively, but she saw that pass come in, and she knocked knocked it away as the shot was going up, so good job there by Kendall Pace to save it.
That is experience and athleticism right there on the part of Pace. Inbounds pass goes to Baker. Baker to Lyons, who fires a three, and Northwest reclaims the lead 14-12.
Yeah, unfortunately, that three-pointer, she was left wide open there on the left wing. And an easy three-pointer.
Barrow to Boozer. Boozer top of the key. Left side now to Bussey. Bussey working on the wing. They'll go back to Pace. Pace will go out to Barclay. Barclay's going to try to work around Pender. Almost loses it. Loose ball. And we've got a jump ball called. It was in between Barclay and number 23, Kaylee Gimby for Northwest.
It's going to stay with the Lady Bulldogs. The possession arrow will. Looks like Asia Ware is going to check back into the game.
Somebody's got to come out.
Yeah, there's 6 on the floor.
Somebody's got to come out. And Boozer will come out. Inbounds pass will come from Anna Kate Bussey. Bussey's going to get into Barclay. Barclay working off of the wing will go back to the middle. Top of the key left side now to Bussey. Bussey will get it to Ware. The shot was up and it was no good. And 2 crazy things, in my opinion, happened on that play, Andrew. Number 1, the pass was not originally intended for Asia Ware.
No, not even close.
She was just happened to be there. Number 2, that was the craziest shot that I don't think was supposed to be a shot, but she draws the foul, and Asia Ware will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. The first one is up, and it is good from Ware. A 1-point game again. Cedartown trails 14-13 after the made free throw from Ware.
Foul was on number 23, Kaylee Gimby, her first. Second free throw is good as well, and we're tied at 14, Sam.
Inbounds pass will go to Pender. Pender across the timeline quickly for Northwest. Working over to the left side, they'll go to Baker. Baker's going to drive the paint, dish underneath, tried to get it to Triana, but it is out of bounds, and it will be Cedartown basketball. I tell you what, from my viewpoint, that one was awfully close to being off of Kendall Pace, so I'm glad the official had a better look at it than I did. That one was going to be worked down to the corner to Kendall Pace, but it is out of bounds, and it was knocked away, but they're going to say it was off of Cedartown. It'll be Lady Bruins basketball. It'll be Pender with it across the timeline. They'll work it onto the right side to Lexi Line. Line to Triana. Triana over the left side to Gimby. Gimby will pass it back outside. Now they will try to get it down to Lyon, and it is thrown away. It'll be Cedartown basketball. 4:14 left to play. 14 all. First half action here at the Doghouse. Barclay with it across the timeline. Left side to Asia Ware. Ware got to get it to somebody. She'll go to Pace with it. Pace to Barrow. Tough defense on Baker, and they finally get the foul. Yep, I tell you, Kennedy Baker was playing really tough defense there on Marion Barrow, and Barrow draws the foul, and that is going to be the second one on Baker that I've got.
Yeah,
now,
Baker checks out of the ball game as Beckley Manning checks in.
Disclaimer, I missed one earlier in the game, so she might actually have more than 2. But we're going to count her for 2. As Barclay has it left side, Asia Ware. Ware on the wing will go back to the top of the key to Barrow. Barrow's going to fire one from straight away center, and it's good! Marion Barrow puts the Lady Dogs up by 3, 17-14. Lady Bruins looking to answer. Turnover. A steal taken by Kendall Pace. Pace one-on-one with Lyon. Left side, right away, no good. And the rebound is taken by the Lady Bruins. Now on the other end, Asia Ware knocks it away. Good play there by Ware. It will stay with Northwest, but that was going to be an easy layup for Beckley Manning. And Asia Ware just able to knock it away. Inbounds pass will come from Gimby. Gimby is going to get it into Pender. Pender will go back to Gimby. She's going to fire a 3 with a face full of Marion Barrow. It was no good. And then it is knocked away by Asia Ware, so it will go right back to Northwest.
I'll tell you, though, you look at this team, and when they played Northwest earlier in the season, it seems like they're playing a lot better right now.
You got that right. Sloan Pender on the wing. She's going to fire a 3. That one is going to be off the iron, no good. Anna Kate Bussey goes up strong to get the defensive rebound, and Kendall Pace has it in the front court for the Lady Dogs. Now they'll go to Haven Barclay with it. Barclay to the left side to Barrow. Barrow will go to Pace. Pace top of the key. Right side now to Asia Ware. Ware working off of the wing. Now they'll go Bussey. Bussey, the shot off the glass, no good. Rebound taken by Northwest.
I think the official missed a foul on that shot. There's a lot of contact.
Pender over to the right side to Gimby. Gimby's going to fire a 3 off the back of the iron, no good. Marion Barrow goes up and gets the rebound.
Lady Dogs with some good defensive rebounding right now.
Back-to-back possessions, good defensive rebounds. Left side to Pace. Pace goes inside to Bussey. Bussey turns, She does her best.
Another no foul.
She did her best, Quinlan Cothran there, but just came up short. The 360 spin in the lane. On the other end, Kendall Pace with another steal. They'll go ahead to Barclay. Barclay near side has it knocked away.
And another miss on a foul.
Pender now will weave into the lane, the layup off the glass, and it is good. And it's back to a 1-point game, 17-16. Barclay with it, over to the right side to Pace. Pace gets it to Bussey. Bussey back to Pace. Pace is going to drive the paint, has it knocked away. Loose ball picked up by Northwest and a foul.
Well, there were a couple of fouls they missed in the previous possession, but they're going to call that one. They get it on number 24. It's going to be on Bussey again. Guess what? Her third. And Lady Dogs will sub out 3. Taryn Golden will come into the ball game, as well as Chastity Washington.
Kinsley Boozer is also going to check back in. Sloan Pender gets it to Kaylee Gimby. Gimby on the wing. She's going to work around Boozer. Now they'll go to the top of the key to Manning. Manning will go back to Gimby. Gimby will go back to Pender. Pender, she's going to fire a 3. That one looks good, and it is. And Northwest is back on top by 2, 19-17. Inbounds pass will come from Washington to Barclay. Now Northwest will back off of that full court press.
I don't know why.
I don't know either. Barrow with it on the wing. She'll go to the top of the key. Boozer to Washington. Washington going to drive the baseline off the glass. Good from Chastity Washington. The baseline jumper is good. Tied 19-19. Left side. Lyon with it. Working it into the paint to Triana. Triana backs the defender down. The shot is up. No good. Rebound taken by Haven Barclay. Barclay, she tried to give it ahead and nobody was looking. The layup off the glass by Pender is good. And Northwest goes back in front, 21-19.
Under a minute to play here in the first half.
Left side to Barrow. Barrow with it on the wing. Now top of the key to Boozer. Boozer from straightaway center field. She'll direct traffic. Needs help. She's going to try to work around her defender. Has picked up her dribble. Now she has to go to the left side. Barrow's going to fire a 3. It's going to be short. But the rebound taken by Boozer. The shot is good. The hoop in the harm. She'll go to the foul line for a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Fantastic shot there by Kinsley Boozer. And she can give the Lady Bulldogs a lead here with a free throw.
21 all is your score.
Cameron Spinham going to check into the ball game as well. No good on the free throw. But the rebound by Cedartown and another foul.
And it was Boozer that went up and got her own rebound. Forced the foul, and she'll go back to the free throw line to shoot 2 again. Again, I missed who the foul was on. But it'll send Boozer back to the stripe to shoot 2. First one on the way. Good.
And the lead.
Yep, 22-21.
Benham's going to check in for Barclay.
Barclay's going to get a head start on that halftime rest. Boozer gets set. Second free throw attempt is up, and it is good as well. 23-21. Lady Dogs lead by 2. They try to work it down to Lindsey Harrison. Northwest throws it away off of her fingertips. It'll be Cedartown basketball, and the Lady Bruins will go back into this full court press. Chastity Washington will handle the inbounds pass for the Lady Dogs. They want her to just throw it. She'll get it into Golden. Golden's going to go back to Washington. The pass was behind her, and we've got a jump ball. Good hustle there, though, by Chastity Washington to stick with it.
But it's going to turn over.
Yep, she tied it up with Lindsey Harrison. It will go to Northwest. But it's better than just handing it to them. Now you got to make Northwest earn it off the inbounds pass. Lyon is unguarded on this side. Northwest will get it in. They'll go to Manning outside. Now they'll work it down low. The baseline back outside Lyon. She's going to fire a 3 off the back of the iron. No good. The rebound by Harris and I guess it was blocked. It was picked up by Barrow and then knocked away. It'll be Cedartown basketball.
One thing you can say about this Northwest team, they're physical, they're fast. They like to use their speed. They get down the floor quickly every time. Lady Dogs going to sub out a couple of players. Looks like Benham and Washington are out. We got Asia Ware back in there, and, of course, we've got Pace back in.
Inbounds pass will come from Kendall Pace. She kind of had to throw it ahead to Golden, but it was knocked away by number 34, Libby Lee. So it will go out of bounds and be Cedartown basketball right in front of the Cedartown bench. 24 seconds left to play here in the second period. The inbounds pass will come from Asia Ware. Ware trying to get it in. They'll go to Golden. Golden will give it to Boozer. Boozer, we've got numbers. Now we don't. They've caught up as Boozer bounced it back outside to Golden. Golden with it now will go back to Boozer. Boozer top of the key. She's going to go to Asia Ware. 12 on the clock. Ware to Pace. Pace going to try to work into the paint. The bounce outside to Golden. Into the corner. Now they'll go to Barrow. Barrow back to Boozer. Boozer's going to drive the paint. The shot is up. The floater is good from Kinsley Boozer. And the Lady Dogs will go to the halftime up by 4, 25-21. Wow. Cedartown with a 4-point lead over Northwest Whitfield here at the Doghouse on a Tuesday night. We'll take a 2-minute break and come back and talk about the first half of action. Look ahead to the second half as well as the boys match up. You are listening to Cedartown High School basketball here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, the Big AA.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Have you been to Croker's Hardware and Supply lately? Croker's is the place to find everything you need, from boots to fencing, from plumbing supplies to wood and gas stove fittings, everything, even paint and flooring. Whether you're building or repairing, everything you need is right here at Croker's Hardware on East Avenue. Name brands galore right here in your back door. Orca and Yeti coolers and tumblers, case knives, native eyewear, buck stove grills, and more. At Croker's, you can find everything.
Go by and see the friendly staff there at 1192 Rockmart Highway. That's Croker's Hardware in Cedartown.
Bradford's Drug Store on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drug Store, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Welcome back. Your score at the half. The Cedartown Lady Bulldogs lead 25-21. Lady Bulldogs trying to go to 500 in region play. Of course, they picked up that big win on the road at Northwest Whitfield, or Southeast Whitfield rather, this past Friday, I should say, and they've got a chance here, Sam. I know we lost to them to Northwest pretty bad the last time we played them, but this is a different team. They've grown so much in the last several weeks, and the Lady Bulldogs look pretty good. They're going to have to keep it up, though, because this is a physical, tough, very fast Northwest Whitfield Lady Bruins team who are looking to control their destiny toward a playoff berth, as well as Lady Bulldogs who are looking for the same thing.
Two things that I take away from that first half of play. Number one, Northwest is making a lot of mistakes tonight.
Yeah,
they are a good basketball team, and they have made a lot of mistakes so far. The second thing that I'm going to take away from that first half of play, Cedartown's mistakes have not hurt them yet. That's what I worry about that. We've made our fair share of mistakes tonight, but so far we have been fortunate that our mistakes have not hurt us that much. We've also had some big threes so far on the night, so that has helped as well. We've had 2 from Marion Barrow and 1 from Taryn Golden. That always helps when you can hit from three-point land. Number one, it makes them respect your ability to shoot from the perimeter and shoot that long ball. So defensively they have to treat you a little bit differently than they would if they knew for a fact that you couldn't shoot the three. Number two, I think it just gives you a little bit of a little more pump of adrenaline, a little more kick in the right direction, some momentum when you can hit from three-point land, because it pretty much gets everybody fired up a little bit. Marion Barrow, I mentioned, she's hit 2 from beyond the arc. She's got 8 on the night so far. Kinsley Boozer has 6. Kendall Pace with 4 points, Taryn Golden with 3, and then you've got Chastity Washington and Asia Ware both with 2. So, like I said, I think that those are 2 big takeaways from that first half. Coming into this second half, Cedartown is going to have to cut down on their mistakes, and they're going to have to make sure that they turn turnovers into points. We've had several turnovers. A lot came in that first period of play, and we were able to convert on some. However, we left some points available, I think, by not being able to convert on some of our turnovers. And we're just going to have to continue to play good defense. I think that's been the biggest difference between the first game when we saw these Northwest Whitfield Lady Bruins and tonight's game is Cedartown's play defensively. We've just been a lot cleaner. It seems like everybody kind of knows where to go and what to do. We're also continuing to play kind of that 3-2 zone defense, whereas Northwest is playing more of a man-on-man style defense, and that has been something that has hurt Cedartown throughout the season. However, we're dealing with it a little bit better tonight. We're also dealing with the press a little bit better. Now, we have had, 3 or 4 turnovers off of the press, off of inbound passes, but Cedartown so far has been able to deflect a few of those at least and prevent them from turning into points. So you're just going to have to play a cleaner second half of basketball than you did in the first, because with a team that's as good as Northwest, they can come back any time on you and really, lay the hammer down coming out of halftime.
Well, if you remember, in the second half, when we played them at their place, they had a big second half and ended up beating us 64-23. So we're going to have to avoid that for sure. That's going to have to, most definitely going to have to avoid allowing a big second half to happen. So Lady Dogs got to come out, all cylinders firing in the third period, and just keep it going. I've been looking at Northwest Whitfield's records since we played them last. They lost to Murray County 60-48. They beat Southwest Whitfield 44-11.
Wow.
And that was at Southwest or Southeast Whitfield. They lost to Heritage 44-36, so a pretty close game there. Non-region play against Cahola Creek 51-46. They beat Central 51-21, lost to Sonoraville 52-49. Very close game there. So this is a big game for the Lady Bulldogs, Sam, because if you look at the region standings right now, the Lady Bulldogs currently sitting at 4th. They're 4th in the region standings right now. Northwest Whitfield is right there. If they can beat Northwest Whitfield today, they'll move up to third in the region standings. Northwest will move down to 4th. And then you got Sonoraville and Heritage there at the top. The Sonoraville Phoenix are 4-1 in region play. Heritage is 4-0 in region play. So, yeah, this is if Cedartown can get this win, it would be it'd be very, very big to help Cedartown's standings in the region. And it's really unbelievable to think about that we could be talking about this Lady Bulldogs team not only making the playoffs but being a little bit of a higher seed.
Yeah, we could, and that is
you got to win, though. You got to win these games, and
and that's a lot to think about and a lot to really look at, especially we've talked about it all season, but to see where this team has come since last season, and to see kind of the hurdles that they have had to face over the past 2 years. Just what a season so far for these Lady Dogs, but they've got to continue to play well and take care of business here in the second half. Lady Dogs already out on the court during shoot-around. Northwest still in the locker room, and we're about a minute and a half away from the start of the second half. Lady Dogs enjoy a 4-point lead. 25-21 is your score here at the half. We'll take about a 60-second break, and then we'll come back with all of the second half of action here on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network. It is region basketball here on a Tuesday night on the Big AA. Back after this 60-second break.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, two Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Livewire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Livewire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Livewire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and priced to sell. Livewire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Welcome back here. We are about to begin the second half. Northwest Whitfield just has come out of the locker room. So Lady Bulldogs, they were ready to go. In fact, if they weren't out, I think we could just play undefended. But they're out there, so we're going to play. Lady Bulldogs will have possession to start the second half.
We will have our original starting five on the floor to start this second half of play. It'll be Bussey, Boozer, Barrow, Barclay, and Pace. The inbounds pass will go to Haven Barclay. Barclay across the timeline. Left side to Boozer. Boozer. Give it back up to Bussey. Bussey over to Barclay. Barclay on the left side. Now they'll work it to Kendall Pace. Pace is going to go back to Barrow. Barrow to Boozer. Boozer top of the key. Now Bussey with it. Bussey, the cut to Boozer. That's the first dribble. The shot is up and it is no good, but she gets her own rebound. And then it's taken away, and it's going to be Northwest with it. Lindsay Lyon, left side. She will try to get it to Gimby, and it is out of bounds. And another turnover. And here, you have to turn that into points if you want to be able to have a chance to knock off this good team.
Have to, absolutely must. And Lady Bulldogs will bring it down undefended on the other side.
It'll be Haven Barclay with it across the timeline. Left side now to Boozer. Boozer on the wing. Now she's going to take a dribble, go to the left. She will go to Barrow. Barrow to Pace. Pace. She's going to try to work around Baker. She's going to drive the baseline, and up and good is Kendall Pace, and that's the first points of this second half, 27-21.
It's one of the best shots we've seen Kendall Pace make. She didn't put too much into the defender there. She just kind of drove her way in there and made points happen.
Baker will go to Gimby. Gimby to the right side to Lexi Lyon. Lyon going to work it over to Pender. Pender on the wing, now to Gimby. Gimby on the baseline. She's going to try to work it to Triana, and we've got a foul call.
Guess who? 24. Yep, it's going to be the fourth foul on Anna Kate Bussey, and Asia Ware will have to come in, and looks like Bussey's going to have to ride the bench here for the rest of this third period.
Inbounds pass will come for number 5, Sloan Pender. They'll inbound it from the baseline. The inbounds pass goes to Baker. Baker goes to Lyon. Lyon, the little baseline floater, no good. Oh, Asia Ware had it, and it was out of bounds off of Ware. It'll be Northwest basketball.
I know Asia's just upset with herself on that, but she's got to have better ball control there.
And we've got a stoppage in play. The officials are going to talk about something. Yep, 25 on the shot clock, not 35. There we go. We're trying to give the bad guys a 10-second advantage. The inbounds pass will go to Gimby. Gimby's going to, tried to go to Pender. It was knocked away, but Pender was able to pick it up. Now they'll work it underneath to Triana. She's going to drive at the paint. Kick out to Lyon. Lyon will go to Baker. Baker, the three on the way, no good. And the rebound is taken by Haven Barclay over in the corner. Now they will go to Barrow, back to Barclay. Barclay will bring it across the timeline. And they're going to go to Ware. Ware in the corner. She's going to now drive the baseline. The floater is up, and it is no good. Gets her own rebound. The putback is no good. No foul called.
Oh, we're lucky we didn't lose possession on there. There's a pass that was tipped.
Loose ball. And it is Kendall Pace off of the pass from Barclay. Back to Boozer, back to Pace. The give and go done got up and went. 29-21.
Oh, it's beautiful.
An 8-point lead. Lexi Lyon with it. Top of the key. Has it knocked away by Pace, and they're going to get her on the foul.
Yeah, Kendall Pace picks up the foul. That is her first. But I don't mind that foul, not at all.
I'm all right with it. Sloan Pender into the backcourt. Now we'll bring it into the front court for Northwest. Over to the right side to Lyon. Lyon on the wing. They'll go to Gimby, and it is thrown away, and it's going to be a backcourt violation. Cedartown basketball, and once again, the Lady Dogs with a chance to earn points off of a turnover. Asia Ware will inbound it for the Lady Dogs right at the Cedartown bench. She's going to get it into Boozer. Boozer will back it out near the Bulldog logo. Now they're going to go to Ware with it. Ware to Pace. Top of the key. Kick down to Boozer. Boozer, the little baseline floater, no good. Rebound taken by Northwest, but Pace is right there on their and they get Kendall for the foul.
Already 2 on her. Are they going to keep her in? Looks like right now they will. Only 2 there on Kendall Pace, but 2 fouls in just less than 2 minutes on the Cedartown senior.
Chastity Washington will check into the game at the next stoppage, but it'll be Sloan Pender that'll go to the right side to Gimby. Gimby with it now. We'll cut to Lyon. Lyon tries to get it to Triano, and it's knocked away, but then it's picked up by Pender. Back to Lyon. Lexi Lyon will drive it pass it into the paint, and then it is knocked away. They got it down to Kennedy Baker. Baker was going to try to take it to the glass, but Asia Ware knocks it away, and Chastity Washington will come in for Kendall Pace. Inbounds pass coming from Pender. Pender will get it into Baker. Baker over to the left side to Gimby, who's going to fire a 3, and it is good from Gimby.
29-24 the score now, just under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Over to the left side and a steal by Baker. All by herself, and the layup is good from Kennedy Baker, and we've got a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. We'll be back after this 30-second break here on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network, the Big AA.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671, located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
29-26, Lady Bulldogs lead the Lady Bruins, and a good timeout there by Coach Green as the Lady Bruins started going on a bit of a run there. A little bit of a confusion there on the personnel. I think they finally got it figured out.
Inbounds pass will go to Chastity Washington. Washington will bring it down the floor for the Lady Dogs. Near side, now she has to stop as she's double teamed, and it is knocked away. Out of bounds, last touch by Northwest. It'll be Cedartown basketball. Washington will come out, and Kendall Pace will check back in. Asia Ware will throw it in for the Lady Dogs right in front of the Cedartown bench. Got to get it in, and they go to Barrow into the corner. Barrow back to Ware. Ware's going to try to drive the paint, loses the handle, and it's picked up by Northwest. It'll be Pender on the other end. She comes back to the middle of the floor, top of the key, and they are going to say that she put it on her hip, and it's a turnover. Cedartown will get the basketball back, and again, a chance to get points off of the turnover. Asia Ware into the front court for the Lady Dogs. Right side to Boozer. Boozer will go back to Pace. Pace will work it back to the middle of the floor. Now they'll go to Asia Ware to the right side. They'll give it up to Haven Barclay. Barclay at the logo. Left side to Boozer. Boozer tries to give it back to Barclay, and then it is out of bounds. And it is knocked away by Northwest. It'll be Cedartown basketball with 12 on the shot clock. Inbounds pass will come from Ware. Ware will go to Barclay with it. Back to Ware. Ware on the wing, far side.
Needs some time awareness. 5 seconds on the shot clock.
Barrow to Boozer. Boozer's going to drive. The floater is up. She was fouled. Nothing called, out of bounds. Last touch by Northwest. It'll be Cedartown basketball. Boozer got fouled, but there was nothing called on the little baseline floater, but at least Cedartown gets it back.
She's been fouled a couple of times, not called.
Inbounds pass goes to Pace, and the shot is up, and it is good from Kendall Pace, 31-26. Pender tries to get it to Triana. It's knocked away, picked up by Barclay, and then she is fouled on the pass. And they're going to get number 3, Kennedy Baker.
Actually, I think it's 33.
Oh.
It's going to be on Triana.
Well, I'll be. Just get it in. There we go. Ware goes to Boozer, back to Ware. Ware brings it across the timeline. Over the right side, they will go to Barclay. Barclay in the corner, back outside to Barrow. Barrow will go back to Boozer now with it. Boozer will go to Pace. Pace will go to Barclay. Barclay over to Ware. Ware on the left side. She's going to fire a three. It's going to be no good. The rebound is going to be tracked down by Barclay. Barclay to Boozer with it now. And it's thrown away. Over to the right side. Drive and the foul. The shot was no good, but it'll earn Kennedy Baker a trip to the free throw line, and they get Haven Barclay on the foul.
That'll be her second foul, and it will be shooting penalties here. Looks like Chastity Washington will check into the ball game at the next sound of the horn.
Baker to the free throw line for the third time tonight. The first one is up, and it is good. 31-27.
Chastity in for Kinsley Boozer, so one freshman for another freshman.
Second one on the way from Baker, and it is no good, and Marion Barrow comes away with the rebound. It's going to be Kendall Pace across the timeline for the Lady Dogs. Tried to go down low, and it was knocked away. Ooh, and Baker hit the padding hard as she went out of bounds, trying to track that one down.
Yeah, Sam, left shoulder first. She kind of grabbed at it. She's okay, though.
Asia Ware will inbound it for the Lady Dogs, looking for help. Get it into Barclay, but it is tipped away, and it's a Northwest basketball. It's going to be Libby Lee with it all the way to the other end. Going to work it over to Gimby. Gimby is going to give it to Pender. Pender tries to go to Harris, and they get it to her. Now they'll kick out to Libby Lee. They'll go back outside, and they're going to get a travel called on number 5, Sloan Pender.
That may be the first travel we've seen tonight.
So it will be a turnover, in Cedartown with another chance for points off the turnover. 31-27. Approaching 2.5 minutes left to play. The inbounds pass is going to go to Asia Ware. Ware will go to Washington. Washington, the layup is no good.
Barrow with a rebound.
She'll give it up to Pace. Pace goes back to Washington. The shot is up, and this one is good from Chastity Washington, 33-27. Washington with 4 points off of the bench for the Lady Dogs. Top of the key to Pender. Pender's going to work to her left side. Now they'll go into the corner. It'll be Lee with it. Now they'll go all the way to the right side. Now back to number 3, Baker, and the foul is called. And they're going to get Marion Barrow on the foul.
Yeah, the shot was good, too. So count the baskets, 33-29. And at the line will be Kennedy Baker for an and one here.
Boozer has checked back into the game. Asia Ware has come out. Free throw attempt is up, and it is no good. But the rebound is tracked down by Northwest. Into the corner. 3 on the way. No good. Rebound taken by Kendall Pace over to the left side, and it's going to be Washington. The shot was up and no good. The rebound and the putback is no good. The 3 on the way is no good. Out of bounds.
Yeah, off of Pace.
Northwest basketball.
I like that idea, though. I mean, Haven Barclay was wide open there on the perimeter, and she had a good look at a 3, but just fell a little bit off the mark.
Sloan Pender will bring it across the timeline for Northwest, right at the Bulldog logo, now to the right side. They'll get it to Gimby. Gimby, top of the side to Harris. Harris will go back to Gimby. Now they try to work it down low, and there's a steal by Barclay. Barclay gets it to Pace. Pace will let Northwest get back on defense and will give it up to Barclay. Barclay to Boozer. Boozer now on the wing. She'll go back to Pace. Pace top of the key. Now they'll go to Barrow. Barrow back to Boozer. Boozer in the corner. Works it to Barrow. Barrow on the wing. We'll work it now to Barclay. Barclay top of the key. Got to get it into the paint. It'll be Pace. Pace outside to Washington. Washington drives. The shot is up, and it is no good. Rebound taken by Boozer. The shot is up, and it is no good, but she was fouled.
Finally got a foul against Kinsley. Foul's going to be on 33 again. That'll be 34. Actually, it is 34. It's going to be a number 34, Libby Lee. That'll be her first. And the freshman Kinsley Boozer to the strike.
First one on the way from Boozer. It is up and off the front of the iron. No good. 33-29 is your score. 1:15 left to play here in the third.
23, Kaylee Gimby goes out as Beckley Manning is going to check back in, number 44.
Second one all the way from Boozer, and that one is no good as well. And Northwest comes away with it. It'll be Kennedy Baker, far side. She's going to dish it over into the corner. The three is on the way. A flat-looking shot, and it is no good off the rim, and it is a rebound taken by Kendall Pace and a foul call.
Trying to reach in there to steal it away, and Northwest Whitfield gets the call. It's going to be on number 34, Libby Lee, her second foul. Team foul number 5, so we should be shooting on the other end. No, team foul number 3, Cedartown has 5.
Ware will check in. Washington will come out. Pace gets it into Boozer. Boozer trying to work around traffic. She's going to try to get it across the timeline and around Pender. Needs some help. She'll go to Pace with it. Pace now working off the pass. Now they'll go to Ware. Ware has it knocked away, and it's out of bounds, and it'll be Cedartown basketball. Beckley Manning was in there to knock it away from Asia Ware, but it will stay with the Lady Dogs. They'll get it back with 20 on the shot clock. Inbounds pass will go to Pace. Pace will bounce it out to the perimeter, give it up to Marin Barrow. Barrow will go to Ware. Ware in the corner. Now they'll try to go to Pace, out of bounds, knocked away by Kennedy Baker. Cedartown basketball, 8 on the shot clock, though.
Make sure that they are aware of that.
They'll go to Barrow. Barrow fires a three, no good. Nobody was on the backside for a rebound, but Pace is able to track it down. And another three on the way, and this one is good. Haven Barclay hits from beyond the arc. 36-29, Lady Dogs lead.
That should have been a kick.
It should have been a kick, but it's picked up by Northwest. And, of course, they're going to call the foul on the Lady Dogs on the post block by Marin Barrow. That's going to be Barrow's second. I don't like that call.
I do not like it at all either.
I don't like that call. I don't like it at all. I don't care if you call it in the fall.
But that one fell off the front.
I was going with the Dr. Seuss rhyme, and then I just ran out.
I
got fall call and all. I felt like that one was all ball. The second one was good.
That was all net.
A 6-point lead for the Lady Dogs, 36-30. Inbounds pass goes to Boozer. Boozer goes back to Pace with it. Pace will bring it down the floor. Oh, almost has it tipped away, and she does. What a way to keep it alive, Travel not called. Pender on the other end. The layup is good, and the foul, and a chance at a 3-point play.
Goodness, she was spent. Not only should it have been a travel, but it should have been a backcourt. She was right between. She was right on the 10-second stripe, the midcourt stripe, and spinning around with the ball in her hands.
Oy vey. Free throw attempt is up, and it is off the back of the iron. No good, so no 3-point play, but Northwest
jump ball.
And Cedartown tie up with it, and the jump ball and the possession arrow is in favor of the Lady Bruins. So a chance to make it a one-possession game here. Northwest will inbound it from the baseline. They will get into Pender. Pender from three-point land, and it is blocked by Kinsley Boozer. Boozer comes away with it. She'll go to Barclay. Barclay with it will drive. The shot is up. No foul called, no basket.
She was hit all day long. That should have been a foul. 36-32, Lady Bulldogs lead. We'll come back after a 60-second break with the final frame after this.
Make the right play. Go to Peach State Ford in Cedartown today.
Rush to Peach State Ford in Cedartown. Peach State Ford has a championship lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Peach State Ford is now open in your backyard.
Peach State Ford is proud to be part of your local community. Whether you're waiting for your vehicle to get serviced, picking up a part for your vehicle, or stopping by to check out a new vehicle for yourself, Peach State Ford offers a wide range of amenities to enhance your experience. Peach State Ford in Cedartown, 2076 Rockmart Highway, 770-748-3673.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
36-32 is your score. Cedartown with a 4-point lead. As we start the fourth period of play, the Lady Dogs will have it. The inbounds pass will come from Asia Ware. Ware will get it to Boozer. Boozer to Barclay. Barclay on the wing. Back to Boozer. Back to Asia Ware. Ware's going to drive. Now she'll dish out to Pace. Pace top of the key. Left side to Barrow. Barrow's going to step into a three, and it is no good. And it is, and it was out of bounds, but they missed it.
Holy smokes, what a miss.
They missed that one. Top of the key, Gimby. Gimby to the right side, Lexi Line. She's going to dish it to Triana, but it is knocked away, picked up by Asia Ware. Ware will give it to Barclay. Barclay across the timeline. Now they'll go to Boozer. Boozer to Pace. Pace was unguarded. There she goes to Barrow. The dish. The shot is up and no good. And the rebound was taken by Triana and Northwest. Northwest will go ahead to Lyon. Lyon on the baseline. She loses it, tries to save it, gives it right inside to Barrow. Barrow will give it to Boozer. Boozer will back things up, slow them down into the backcourt now, into the front court to Barclay. Barclay with it over to Pace. Pace top of the key. She's just going to drive the paint, the little floater. The shot is up, and it is good. And she draws the foul and will go to the free throw line to shoot two.
It's going to be again on 23, Kaylee Gimby. Three maybe on her?
Let's go with two.
Two sounds good. Barrow is out of the ball game, and Anna Kate Bussey is back out there.
It might be three.
Who knows?
My math is not mathing tonight. 38-32. Lady Dogs lead. Free throw attempt is up, and it is no good from Kendall Pace. A 6-point lead for the Lady Dogs. On the other end, it's Lexi Lyon, unguarded from three-point land. Goes to the right side, though, to Baker. Baker will go to Gimby. Gimby in the corner. She's going to work it back outside to Baker. Baker with it now. Over the left side to Pender. Pender to Lexi Lyon in the lane. Her shot is up, and it is good. 4-point game.
Little bouncer.
Boozer with it off the inbounds. Will go right back to Bussey. Bussey will go to Pace, and it is stolen by Baker. Baker gets it back into Triana. Triana is going to drive. Bussey, hand straight up. There's no way. That's a foul. Uncalled for. That's enough, as Mr. Bob Hawken would say, that's enough to make a preacher say, my goodness.
And that's her fifth, right?
That's it.
She's gone.
That's number 5. Put a fork in her, she's done.
So Bussey is gone. They're going to have to send Taryn Golden out there for her, and also Pace comes out.
I just don't like it.
I don't like it either.
I just don't like it. Mia Triana to the free throw line for the first time tonight. That first one is up, and it is good. A 3-point game, 38-35. Triana's second one, it is up, and it is in and out. No good, but the rebound taken by Baker, and the putback is good.
1-point game now, 38-37. We have time called by Coach Green. We'll take it with him. 6:20 to go in the ball game, and it's 38-37. Cedartown with the slimmest of leads. Back after this.
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Score is 38-37. Cedartown leads by 1 point. Bruins have only led one time in this ball game, and it was earlier in the third quarter. The Lady Bulldogs able to reclaim the lead back, and they've led by as much as 8 or 9, but it's not been much more than that. Lady Bulldogs are going to need a clean inbounds pass here on the left side.
It'll go to Haven Barclay from Asia Ware. Barclay will bring it into the front court for the Lady Dogs, working on the left side, and she doubled, and she knew it. Little smack talk going on the hardwoods between the ladies. That's all right. Northwest outscoring Cedartown 5-2 so far in this period of play. Cedartown clinging to a 1-point game. Over to the right side, they will go to Kennedy Baker. Baker will go to Lexi Lyon. Lyon over to the left side to Pender. And Pender gets called for the travel.
I'll tell you what, suddenly these turnovers have been called, which they haven't really been called much on the travels and the double dribbles and all that. But suddenly here in this second half, especially late, they've been called. We got to get the pass in. We finally do at the very last second.
We get it into Barclay. Barclay trying to work around Lyon. She's going to work to the right side, near side. Loose ball out of bounds. Last touch by Cedartown Northwest basketball.
Oh, it's terrible. That's terrible. Oh, my goodness.
Inbounds pass will go to Pender. Pender will bring it across the timeline. Over to the left side, it'll go to Baker. Baker with it. She'll have to go right back to Pender. Pender now under the baseline to Gimby. Gimby will come back to Pender. Pender's going to drive the paint. She's got to go outside to Baker with it, excuse me. Baker will give it up to Pender. Pender top of the key. Cedartown playing tough defense. Then Gimby is on the baseline. They lose it to Triana. Loose ball. Barclay comes away with it. Oh, but we give it right back to him. Baker, the shot is up, and it is good. And there's the lead for Northwest, 39-38, off of the made little 6-foot jumper. Inbounds pass is lost, picked up by Boozer. No, still loose out of bounds. Cedartown basketball.
I'll tell you what, number 23, Kaylee Gimby there was right there. If she doesn't try to pick that ball off the ground, it's going to go to Northwest Whitfield.
Inbounds pass will come from Asia Ware to Barrow. Barrow in the corner will go back to Ware. Ware has it knocked away. Loose ball.
Foul on Cedartown. They're going to get Ware on the foul, and I'm afraid that's right because she was just rolling over her.
I hate to say it, Andrew, but I agree with you on that one, buddy. Asia Ware, I think, forgot what sport we were playing, but we'll give her an A for the effort. Over to the right side is Baker. Baker will be double teamed, so she has to give it up to Gimby. Gimby's going to go to Pender. Pender back to Baker. Baker back to Triana on the baseline, and it is good.
That's just textbook passing there by the Lady Bruins. Lady Bulldogs have got to have an answer.
Barrow with it will give it back to Pace. Knocked away. Last touch by Northwest. It'll be Cedartown basketball. The Bruins, the Lady Bruins really utilizing this full court press, and it's being effective here late.
And it's man coverage.
Asia Ware will go into Pace, and the foul call.
Sir.
Yep. You can't lay your hand and run with her. And Kennedy Baker gets called for it. That'll be her third. Both teams now with 2 team fouls. 4:45 left to play. Inbounds pass goes to Pace. Pace on the far side. She'll bring it up the floor for the Lady Dogs. They'll go to Barrow. Barrow on the wing. Over near the corner on the far side. Goes back to Boozer. Boozer back towards the middle of the floor. And they'll call her for the travel.
Oh, my.
You can't have that. Inbounds pass will go to Pender. Pender across the timeline. Left side to Baker. Baker back to the right to Lyon. Lyon will go to Pender. Pender's going to fire a 3. No good. It was long. Rebound taken by Haven Barclay. Barclay will push it up the floor for the Lady Dogs. Going in and out of traffic. To the right side to Asia Ware. Ware will go to Pace. Pace will drive the lane. Kick out to Boozer. Boozer's going to fire a 3. No good. Off the back of the iron. Rebound was taken by Northwest. Pender with it. Top of the key. Goes to the right side to Baker. Baker goes to Triana. Triana to Gimby. Gimby will drive the baseline outside to Lyon. Lyon now is going to drive. Puts it on the floor, and we got a jump ball called. And it will stay Lady Bruins basketball.
Number 11, Lindsey Harris, is going to come in the ball game for the Lady Bruins, who have had a late burst here in this fourth quarter.
Inbounds pass will come from Pender. Pender will get it in to Baker. Baker top of the key. Going to try to work around Pace. We'll split a couple of defenders. The floater is up, in and out, no good. Knocked away. Last touch by
Cedartown.
Cedartown, Northwest basketball. 3:48 left to play. 41-38, a close game here at the Doghouse on a Tuesday night. Inbounds pass will come from Pender. Pender goes to Baker. Baker on the wing goes back to Pender on the baseline. Now she'll bring it out to the middle of the floor. Pace will meet her there. She's going to work to her left. Oh, and she tripped. And they're going to call a foul on.
It was a trip. It was a trip. She tripped over her own feet. but got the call on the foul. Kendall Pace. Pace with 3 fouls already.
Baker will inbound it. They will go to Pender in the backcourt.
3 team fouls for the Lady Bulldogs here in this 4th period.
Sloan Pender. I put Sloan and Pender together. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did.
That was a good one. Lyon with it, top of the key. Left side now, back to Pender. They'll work it into the lane. Now they'll go to the baseline. The jumper, the shot was up and no
it was
good.
blocked.
And Asia Ware's going to get called for the foul.
It was a clean block. Oh, my goodness. 4th foul on Asia Ware. 4th team foul for the Lady Bulldogs in this quarter. Goodness gracious. Coach Green is about to climb the wall over here.
First free throw attempt is up, and it is good. Rattles around and finds its way home. 42-38. Northwest leads.
5-point lead, 2 possessions.
Second one on the way, no good. Rebound taken by Marion Barrow. No foul called, though, on the over the back. Left side, it'll be Boozer. Boozer went up with it. It was knocked away, picked up by Kennedy Baker.
Again, another foul that was missed.
Baker to Pender. Pender to Lyon. Lyon stops for the 3, pulls it back down, goes to Baker. Baker to Pender. Pender underneath. They'll work it to Triana, and it is knocked away by Barrow, picked up by Barclay, and we've got a foul on Northwest.
That was away from the play, I believe. It was Lindsey Harris, number 11, her first, just into the ball game, commits the foul. The Lady Bulldogs will have the inbounds pass here with 3:01 to play in the ball game.
Asia Ware will inbound it. Northwest into the full court press. They'll get it into Barclay. Barclay with it. Going to work all the way to the other side. Now she comes back to the near side of the court, into the front court. We break the press. We go to Boozer. Boozer, top of the key.
Timeout called by Coach Green. Smart timeout. They're playing that man coverage, and we weren't getting anything open. So a new strategy for him. We'll take a 30-second break. It's 42-38, Lady Dogs trail.
Are you ready for steel? Equipment, that is. At Croker's Hardware in Cedartown, we've got all the steel equipment. Blowers and shredder vacs, chainsaws, augers and drills, trimmers and brush cutters. We're very proud to be a retailer for the steel product line. As an independent dealer, we can provide many services that the big box chain stores just can't match. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is always ready to help you select the equipment that meets your specific needs. So call Croker's for a steel today. That's 770-748-4842 to learn more about steel in Cedartown.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Out of the timeout, Cedartown will have it on the far side. 42-38. Lady Dogs trail.
Got to get some sort of offensive drive going. Lady Bulldogs have been held scoreless for quite a few minutes.
Asia Ware gets it into Boozer. Boozer working to the left side. They go to Barclay. Barclay's going to fire a 3, and it is no good. Rebound taken by Lexi Lyon. Lyon will give it up to Pender. Pender will bring it into the front court for the Bruins. Over to the right side to Baker. Baker back to Pender. Pender, top of the key. Right side, they will go to Lyon. Lyon's going to work around. Has to give it up. They'll go back to Lyon with it. Underneath to Libby Lee, and it is stolen by Marion Barrow. Barrow will give it up to Boozer. Coming up on 2 minutes left to play. Boozer.
Got to get points off.
On the right side, trying to work off of a ball screen. They try to get it to Barclay, and it's out of bounds.
Man.
A 4-point game with 2:06 left to play. Mia Triana will check back in as Libby Lee comes out. Chastity Washington is going to check in. Asia Ware will come out. Baker will get it into Pender. Pender in the paint, over to the right side. They will go to Lindsey Harris. Harris with it, far side, gives it up to Triana. Now they go back to Pender. Pender working it back to the middle of the floor. She's going to go to the left side, trying to work around Pace. They'll give it up. A 3 is on the way, and it is in and out. No good. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Triana in Northwest. It'll be Cedartown basketball.
I thought Marion Barrow touched it last. That was what I thought I saw, but that's not what was called on the floor. Asia Ware with 4 fouls, Sam, going to check in.
Yeah, coming right back in.
Yeah.
You almost kind of wonder if that was just an opportunity for Coach Green to talk a little bit of strategy with Asia. The inbounds pass is going to go to Barclay. Barclay beats the full court press. They get it to Asia Ware, and she is fouled by Sloan Pender. She was going up for the layup, so it will send Ware to the free throw line.
Yeah, Pender was not happy with that call, and honestly, I can see her frustration there. I didn't really see much contact, but the Lady Bulldogs will take it. Asia Ware, we got to have these free throws. 42-38. And the first one is good. 42-39, a chance to get within 3 here. Or get within 2, I should say.
Either way, it's down to
a
one-possession game. Second one is on the way. No good.
Rebound by Northwest.
It'll be Libby Lee, far side. Lindsay Harris with it far side. She'll give it up to Pender. Pender, top of the key, going to work to her left side. They'll go back to Harris. Harris going to drive the baseline. The little jumper is good. It came out flat, but it made it in. 44-39. Inbounds pass will go to Barrow. Barrow, they have good defense, do the Lady Bruins, but we get it across into Boozer. Boozer will go to Barclay. Barclay, the shot is up, and it is good.
Good shot.
Haven Barclay, what a way to answer. Gets it back to a one-possession game, even though it is a 3-point lead for the Lady Bruins.
1:05 to play in the game.
Cedartown with a turnover. Exactly what the doctor ordered. Oh, but we throw it away trying to get it back to Kendall Pace.
But Kendall Pace was getting held over here, and that's why she couldn't get to the basketball. She was getting held.
Cedartown will go into a full court press. Baker will inbound it from the corner. They will go to Pender. Pender gets it in cleanly. Now Cedartown will, they force a turnover. They were trying to get it to Mia Triana, and it is thrown away, and Cedartown will get it back.
Lady Bulldogs they're getting chances here. We got to take advantage.
Under a minute to play, 44-41. You don't need the 3 yet, but you need to get points on this possession.
And the clock hasn't started yet. There it goes.
Barclay to Boozer. Boozer, top of the key. She's going to try to work around some defenders. Drives the paint, and they get her for the travel, and she did.
She did. I hate to say it. And listen, it was the great defense there by the Lady Bruins to force that turnover, and we have timeout called. We'll take it with them with 46 seconds to play in the ball game. Cedartown trails by 3, 44-41.
Bradford's Drugstore on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drugstore, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Northwest Whitfield called the timeout. Cedartown trails 44-41. A pretty good fourth period by them, taking the lead back. And right now, Lady Bulldogs going to need something. Of course, the Lady Bulldogs do have the ball, do they not? Because they threw it away. The possession. No,
and then we threw it away.
So they've got it back with 46 seconds to go in the game.
You got to get a turnover here. You got to get a stop here. And then you got to come down and put points on the board. It doesn't have to be a 3 to tie, but you got to get points on the board. It'll be Baker. Baker almost loses it, but she gets through 2 defenders into the front court. Now they can slow it down. Northwest can.
They may force us to foul.
At what point will we foul?
But we don't have any fouls to give.
We really don't, because it'll send them to the line. And there it is. Haven Barclay is going to pick up the foul. That'll be her third, and it will send number 11, Lindsay Harris, to the free throw line to shoot 2.
26 seconds to go.
And that was team foul number 5. Like you said, Andrew, we didn't have it to give, but we gave it up. First one on the way from Harris. No good.
It stays a one-possession game with that miss.
44-41. If she misses, you have to secure the rebound.
We haven't done a good job at that with free throws.
And then quickly get it up the floor. Second one on the way, it is good.
It's a big free throw there by Northwest Whitfield.
Barrow to Pace. Pace to Ware. We got to push it. Now they'll go to Barclay. Got to push it. Goes to Boozer. Boozer's going to drive. The floater is up. No good, but she goes to the free throw line to shoot 2.
So close to a three-point play. She had a good look up there. They're going to get number 25, Lexi Lyon, I believe, on the foul. That'll be only her first, but she was sticking to Boozer like glue there.
All right, you got to make the first one.
Got to have both, though.
And then you worry about, do you make the second or do you miss the second? First one's on the way, good. 3-point game.
I think you just got to get.
I think you make it.
You got to get the points.
I
every
agree.
point you can get right now at this point with only 17 seconds to play.
Free throws up. No good. Foul.
And they finally get Pace on the foul to reach in.
And it's going to send Kennedy Baker to the free throw line again to shoot 2. This will be her 5th trip of the night. The good thing about that, if there is a good thing, she has only hit 2 free throws in 4 trips. The first one is up, no good.
If she misses this one, that'll set up a 3-point play possibly. We've got numbers on the rebound. That's good. 46-42, they're all on the other end.
Now you have to go for the 3. You got to pull it quick. You got to pull it quickly. Loses it.
Yeah, that's going to be the game.
That'll be it. But I tell you what a performance. What an effort tonight by this Cedartown High School Lady Dawgs basketball team. They lost against this team earlier in the season by double-digit figures, and they drop it here at home, but only by 4. A for effort for this Lady Dawgs team. I know it doesn't count for anything in the win column, but you can hang your head or hold your head high as they walk out of here tonight. 46-42 is your final. Let's take a 60-second break, and we'll come back and wrap this one up. You're listening to Cedartown High School basketball here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Livewire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Livewire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Livewire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and price to sell. Livewire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Final score, the Cedartown Lady Bulldogs fall 46-42 to the Lady Bruins of Northwest Whitfield. But, Sam, as we mentioned before, this team played so much better than they did when we first played this team. We lost, by almost 40 points the last time we played Northwest Whitfield, and just barely got edged by the Lady Bruins here, 46-42. A lot of good things. Northwest, we know they didn't play very clean tonight. Lady Bulldogs had some things they needed to take care of. But listen, Lady Bulldogs 2-4 in region play, still in the hunt, still in the region standings. They're 4th in the region standings as of right now. So, things are certainly looking up. But just a tough 4th period for the Lady Bulldogs. And on the other side of the coin, Northwest Whitfield hung tough and came back and won it.
Well, and that's a mark of a good team. There is, Northwest just continued to hang around despite being down, despite making mistakes. They continued to stick with it, and their perseverance was rewarded in the end with a 4-point win over Cedartown. But again, like you said, some good things came out of this game tonight for the Lady Dogs. I also think, you've got all the good stuff that happened on paper. Let's talk about the stuff that didn't happen on paper. I think that the rest of the region now knows that you're not going to come in and automatically roll us over. We've won 2 region games, back-to-back region wins. we played this team really tough. You know, we only drop it by 4 points. So some good things happening for the Lady Dogs, and I think they're going to continue to get better throughout the season. Leading scorer for the night, Cedartown, was Kendall Pace. She went 6 of 7 from the floor for a total of 12 points. Marion Barrow finished the night with 8. Kinsley Boozer with 7. Haven Barclay finished the night with 5. Chastity Washington with 4. Taryn Golden had 3. Asia Ware had 3. So that is your scoring lineup for the Cedartown Lady Dogs tonight here against Northwest Whitfield. Again, as you said, Andrew, the Lady Dogs, they drop it here. They fall to 7-12 overall, now 2-4 in region play. Northwest improves to 11-7 overall, and now 4-2 in region play. The boys matchup is coming up next, though. Cedartown going to have a tough task ahead as they take on this hot Bruins team. You said during the break while we were off air that this team almost beat Central, so this is going to be a tough game for them. But we will preview that game a little bit for you as we get closer to it. We're about, we'll call it 11 minutes away from seeing this boys matchup. Andrew, I think you and I are going to take a concession stand break.
I think so. Why don't we do that? Your final score, Northwest Whitfield Lady Bruins 46, Cedartown Lady Bulldogs 42. We'll have the second game to come up. We'll start a new video for those if you're watching on the network. If you're listening on the radio, stay with us. Back in about 10 minutes for more high school hoops on the Big AA.
W291 TS Cedartown. Your home for the Cedartown High School Bulldogs. AM